Week number 4 here with the iRacing League for the Martin Sports Car Club brings us to a brand new track from Germany. It's called Hockenheim. No, Hockenheim.
Huggy Hoogie?
No, Hockenheim.
Howdy Hoogie, buddy.
Oh, wie alt bist du, Hammernacker Frau? Hockenheim.
Huh?
Oh boy, okay. Well, Lexi, go ahead and introduce yourself while we get moving here.
I think you just did. Hello, I'm back for a 4th week back in this new and turned old season.
All right, you want to go over the weather real quick?
Yes, I might be a bit fast, like 78 degrees, 55% humidity, partly cloudy, 4 miles per hour, whatever that says.
Yep, had lots of practice. It never changes from week to week.
Yeah.
All right, so there you see there, which is Hockenheim Ring in Baden-Württemberg. So we are at a brand new track. This is a new track on iRacing for this year, and we decided to incorporate that into our season number 2 with the GT3 cars. All right, so moving on to how everybody did. Here we are with Josh Wheeler back on pole with a 138.4, which is a ridiculously fast time, and Michael Cochran 0.09 of a second behind him in second place, and another fast guy, Jesse Olson, 0.3 behind them, and Justin Hall, which are the top 4, all within a second in 4th place. 5th place is ZPM driver Dean Dibdahl. 6th is ZPM driver Daniel Sirio. 7 is Shut Up and Drive. It's Bradley Alice. Sorry, guys. 8 is Andrew Gitterick in ZP Motorsports. 9, Zane Plumley, who actually got a time, did not want to start from the back of the pack in 9th place. Tom Jessen in 10th. Bob
Bleacher
in 11th place. Leland Giddens in 12th after coming in just 2 seconds before the qualifying was over. And we have Bjorn in 13th, who is German, I believe. So maybe we can ask him about some good things to say in German. Nicholas in 14th, Kevin Medina in 15th, Chris Wells in 16th, Banana Man in 17th. Eric, who got in late to the game and didn't qualify, unfortunately, is in 18th place. And Craig Klein, who will start the race today after having some internet issues, so he can keep going. All right, so here we go as we've talked through a lot of that going on. So with the brand new track, we're going to see a lot of interesting things going on. What you got, Lex?
So who's the guy that speaks French?
German? Bjorn?
Bjorn. Okay, here is a question.
What is that?
It's a language me and Charlotte made it.
Oh, I don't think he's going to understand that.
Oh,
Okay, so here we got a big blimp view of the entire track, and you'll probably see a lot of things that are kind of upgraded from a lot of the other tracks on iRacing, being that this is one of the newer tracks that just came out this season. So it is very popular, and you can see out in the distance there, just a little bit north of the squiggly little kart track, is everyone that is starting to grid up. Right about there.
Oh yeah, there are thousands of them. They're tiny little ants.
That's right. They are like tiny little ants in tiny little race cars. All right, so there is our starting grid with Eric. There's Eric again, chugging that beer, and he lost his hair and put on a hat.
Wait, what?
Well, remember last time he had he had all that hair?
It was his brother.
That was his twin brother?
Yeah, it was like, bleh. But seriously, Eric, I know that was a wig.
Don't tell everybody.
Oh, sorry, guys, that wasn't a wig. I was joking.
All right, so Josh Wheeler in the one of 2 Mercedes. Nicholas Vincent is in the other Mercedes AMG GT3. Michael Cochran switching up to the Audi this week, also a Dean Dibdahl. Jesse Olson and Craig Klein are in the Lamborghini, and Andrew Gitterick is in the McLaren, Zane Plumley in the Ford, and everybody else is a BMW Fest. What do you think about those? You like the BMWs?
Yeah, I like the one you read.
Oh, the Ford? Yeah. The one they call the Enforcer, or what was the nickname this week we got from Shut Up and Drive It? I think it was Mad Max. Yeah. Not sure. All right, let's move on to a little bit tighter view. There we go. You get to see part of the stadium section, which is really banked, and it's a lot of great traction Also, that one camber, that off-camber corner that we just went through was a little bit tough. So, and right through here we have a lot of camber to be able to get a lot of speed going on, but it is also very slippery because once you get past the blue and white stripe there, it actually falls in the opposite direction, so it allows a lot of cars slide out. What you got, Lex, before the race starts?
Well, about Justin Hall, who broke his arm, just saw it back car. I think what happened.
All right, here we go. The race has started. Green flag. Finish your statement. Go.
It's okay. How about I go down?
Well, nothing's really started yet, so let's let the guys mix it up as we have a bunch of people. Oh, going 3 wide. Eric gets in the back of Bjorn, gives him a little bit of shove. This is some NASCAR style going through.
Hey, go up.
As we go through, and in the back of the pack, there's Banana Man. Didn't get a lot of practice, but hopefully he will be able to get up. So we're going 3 wide through turn 2, and wow, Nicholas. Yeah, Nicholas got into the back of, looks like that was Leland Giddens out there, and Andrew went wide out on the turn, which is kind of, this is not really a straightaway, but it is the longest stretch of straight. As we go through, we'll hit up to 5th gear, 130, 140 miles an hour. As we come to this awful tight hairpin, as Banana Man throws it in, looks like on the bottom of the screen there, Bob and Zane having some contact. Get through, and Zane is off. I guess contact didn't go through well for him. There guys were trading paint, getting through there. So he falls to the back of the pack. And moving forward through, here we go, get some different camera angles, and we're going to get, there's Andrew moving up after he went off track and saved it. There we go, some more close-up cars as they go through the stadium section. I don't have the names of this track memorized yet, so I will say that turn right there.
I just saw the cars and my face was for that car. I didn't see it. I wanted
All right, there's Michael Cochran in 2nd place, getting a tight finish out there on Josh Wheeler, who's trying to get out front and stay there, as Justin Hall is out in front of Jesse Olsen, but Jesse is definitely putting on the pressure onto the one-arm bandit coming through. I think that's kind of his livery this week. Is let's check in with him, because I think that's what it says. Yeah, so the one-handed bandit. Kind of reminds me of the Apple Dumpling Gang movie, right? Yep, there he is. Still driving with a broken hand.
Oh, that was him?
Yep, that was him.
Goodness. Keep it like that. But is that a new place?
No, I think that's just a background that you put on to his picture there for everybody. All right, so there's Jesse Olsen looking on the inside, and it looks like he did gain some advantage there as they go 2 wide into the stadium section, and as slippery I was talking about right there, and Justin was able to keep the pressure on, and the third time stop, but there goes Jesse back on the inside and over under, again going side by side, eating up all the curbs, which these GT3 cars love, and they do handle very well, because whoa, way outside. I don't think he meant to do that. Oh, and somebody's off. Who was that making a whole bunch of smoke? Oh, somebody's going into the pit. No, that wasn't. Looks like Craig Klein. Unfortunately, kind of hit the dust and went into the pit going through there. Yep, so there is Jesse Olsen flashing his lights in the middle of the day to Justin Hall as he's getting around the best he can with one hand, and he's actually doing really well. But with these guys fighting back and forth for position, they are actually allowing Michael and Josh to get away. So Eric has moved up 7 places from where he started. I think he's going for those extra bonus points for moving up in those places each week. What do you think?
Yeah, whatever you said. In the stadium were yellow, blue, red.
Because they sold out of white shirts.
That's the meaning of this.
I don't know. All right, so real tight battle still up front for wanting to get that third spot on the podium. And Jesse's button, that he must be wearing that thing out, trying to flash Justin, get him going as they get back to save. So looks like Justin maybe left the door up a little bit there. Oh, a little bit of tap of the bumpers as they go through. And Dean put in a big chase as he caught up to these guys. There is about a quarter second between all three of them. And Dean is really pushing hard going through there. He loves that out and can definitely throw it around. You can see him popping through the bumps. Josh Wheeler crosses the line with a 1:38.8, which is almost close to his qualifying time. Well, no, he's only showing one arm. The other arm's not in the picture. Yep. All right, so Jesse Olsen's broken the pack a little bit from Justin, and now he is in chase of Michael Cochran to see if he can get up there and go for another race win. And I think he has 2 wins for the season this year, and Josh actually keeping the other one. Yeah.
You hear me out, baby. Sorry. I know he's
All right, let's check on some other folks. We got Kevin Medina in the back, putting on a pass on Chris Wells through the back. Sorry, I had to be kept quiet. All right, so Bud actually messed up the corner at the hairpin, which gave back the spot to Chris Wells. Here is Bjorn, who is not in the Lamborghini, back in the BMW, giving chase to Banana Man as these two are going around. And Nicholas Vincent there with the all chromed out AMG, which was kind of nice. I do like that a lot. You can always tell whenever it's Nicholas because he does have those bright green wheels. And there is Bjorn getting a great run out of there and closing up the gap on Banana Man, coming through the middle corner of the stadium section as they come in just around as the off camber is one side to the other side into a weird braking zone. All right, coming on the start, finish straight, you're riding in with Bjorn, and if you get slippery through there. And this race is taking place in the middle of the day, so track temps were high, so there's some tire wear and some other issues towards the end of the race that we'll be checking up on. Looks like Kevin and Chris Wells are still at it in the back, going through there, and Eric, our biggest mover at the moment, up 7, is giving chase to Bob Blucher, who did have a pretty good start. I think he started in 10th and ended there. Leland Giddens did move up from his original spot, up 3 spots through there, and Daniel fell down a couple spaces. Whoa, sideways for Bob coming out of the corner. He just got up on the curb and gave it too much gas and let the back end out, was able to save it, and was able to give Eric a top 10 spot right now as he is moving his way up through the field. What was interesting enough about Eric is he only had about 10 minutes to practice on this track, and he just kept coming late to some of the practices, couldn't make all of them. But he is quickly learning the track and adapting as he loves to go through this corner right here sideways in a drift mode. A little bit wide through the air and almost beached it. And we got Lexi back after getting rid of the cab. All right, so guess what you missed?
What?
Racing.
Okay. Did anyone fall?
No, nobody crashed. And Jesse Olsen, now the fastest lap of the race, a 1:38.8, as he's catching up now to Michael Cochran, who's only 1.9 seconds behind. We're catching some action farther back. So let's check in with Andrew. There he is there, and he is in the McLaren.
Whoa! Hamburgers! I almost said the F word.
French fries?
Yeah, that too. But the other F word.
Furry? What are you talking about? I think they're thinking of something else that listen to this, but she's trying to say fun.
God!
Well, the other people you may be saying the F dash word, like from Ralphie and Fudge. Right. See?
Oh, fine.
Right. Don't say that. Okay. So there is Andrew right on the back bumper of Bradley, who's kind of tamed his livery for this week, going with just a black and white paisley thing. And a paisley thing is is actually pretty special to him. I know there's a lot of history there for Paisley between him and I believe it was his grandmother. I guess he really loved the Paisley thing, so that's why he does that as a tribute to his grandmother. So as far as Andrew and his tribute, I guess he likes, rainbows and flames coming out the back. All right, so moving down, I think it might be time for the leaderboard.
Awesome. I love going down. Okay, in first place is Josh Wheeler. Second place is Michael. Third, it's kind of surprising.
I know usually he's leading, but he's got some competition this season.
Yeah, go Josh. I think everyone voted for him. And fourth, Justin Hall, Bradley, Andrew, Daniel, Eric, Jeff, Nicholas, Banana Man, Bjorn, Chris, Kevin, Tom, Zane Plumley, and Chris.
Yep, so here are the leaders as they are rounding out, going just past the hairpin back into the Mercedes stadium section. And the car out front there actually is Zane Plumley, who after hitting the wall had to go take a tow back to the pits and get fixed before coming back out. And you'll notice that he is in a different style of red car because the team format that we have, where we separated a lot of the drivers and put them on the teams, and we have an inter-team championship between the Tennessee region of SCCA, which the Shut Up and Drive It guys, Zane Plumley Motorsports, and of course the Martin Sports Car Club. So the Martin Sports Car Club has won 2 weeks, and the Tennessee region has won 1, as Zane Plumley nicely goes way out wide, letting the leaders go through, not to mess up their race. We're keeping track of the top 2 finishers from each team will combine their points for a weekly win and we try to put together a funny trophy to show on Discord for the weekly win, just for fun, just something else that we like to do. So if you see some of the cars, maybe have a little bit different artwork on them at some time, that's probably why you're going to see that. Where I know that Zane Plumley, obviously for Zane Plumley Motorsports, is not racing for his team because he does live in the Tennessee region and is going to help the Tennessee region guys out. I don't know how much he's going to help out being in second to last place, but whatever, luck of the draw, just had some fender bender in the first lap, and still continuing on.
When do you have a sunset?
We'll have some late afternoon races. Whoa, Josh, I guess I need to change the camera angle on that one. It's a brand new track for iRacing, and I thought I had taken care of some of these camera angles before the race, but apparently not. I love this shot here. This is great with the heat haze coming off. It is a video game.
No, it's not. Because you actually race and you go. And your screen goes like, rah, rah, rah.
Yeah, it's still a video game. But don't let the real purists say that you call iRacing a video game, because then they'll get mad at you and kick you off their Facebook chat. Okay, so she's looking at me real funny. All right, let's jump around a little bit and catch some races. Andrew's still hot and heavy. Michael Cochran still within the second of Josh Wheeler. Those guys are giving chase for the lead. And there goes Andrew, who had just got past Daniel. So after his little first lap incident mowing the grass out there on the long straight, Bradley Alvis actually goes into the pit lane, taking an early pit. So maybe you want to get some free track going on, or maybe a little small repair on his car to get a little bit more aero or downforce on some of these things here. So he drops back into 14th place, 15th place, 16th place as he's going ahead and getting his fuel to keep going for the remainder of the race that we have going.
This race is really cool, and we're already at lap 9.
I know. What's cool about it? What do you like?
Well, I like everything.
Well, what part? Do you like the track, do you like the scenery, the funny people, the cars, the racing?
Okay. You gave me a lot of suggestions.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I like
Whoa! No!
Put his shirt on.
Man, he lost out on that one.
He has lost.
Oh, well, there's your barbecue. Oh, bummer, man. Sorry for Bjorn. Banana Man looked like he got in the back of him there and just turned him just enough. Man, that really stinks. Sorry about that, but he'll be able to get a tow back. And he'll be able to get a tow back and a fast repair and come back out. All right, so Jesse Olsen again, another fast line bike. 138.6, 139 for Josh, and a 138. So the second and third place have definitely caught up to Josh. Hopefully he's not having some tire problems or change something to set up at the last minute, and because the high downforce track that Mercedes does really well. Daniel Sierra putting his fastest lap in the 140s. Bob Luchen also his fastest lap in a 140.51. So there's Nicholas Vincent at 142.2, Banana Man at 143. Chris Wells, equaling that just a little bit, 143 for him and Kevin Medina, as they are definitely stuck together. All right, Bradley with the 206, that's because he pitted and got fuel for the rest of the race. What are you looking at me for? Look at the TV and talk about something.
So now you think it's a TV.
Oh boy, well you have to have a TV to play a video game.
Yeah.
You have to have a screen, I should say, because you can play it on your phone. That's not a ski baby.
Anyway.
Not everybody thinks so.
You're hilarious. I love your dad joke. Okay, you guys can all comment. What is a cow with no legs? And what is a cow with two legs? Have that in mind.
Are we going to tell them the answer? No? Okay.
Well, you can tell them on YouTube.
Okay. Well, I think we should tell them now anyway, because Eric's listening.
Okay.
So what is a cow with no legs?
A cow with no legs is ground beef.
And what's a cow with two legs?
Lean beef.
Oh boy, where'd you hear those from?
Well, I heard the first one from you.
Okay.
And I heard the second one from Cassie. So, Cassie jokes.
Yep, they are Cassie jokes. All right, here we are in with Banana Man, riding around through one of the, you can see the track, the elevation through there makes it very slippery to get the brakes on, to get the car turned. The back end does like to slide out, going right through there. And here is Bob now giving chase. He's collected it back and is working real hard with trying to get back in front of Eric. As Chris Wells throws a 141.1, which is his fastest time going through there. As Kevin Medina now comes into the pit, so maybe he wanted to get some free air away from Chris as those guys were going through. So there's Bob working real hard with his BMW. Yellow, of course, you can't miss that. Everything he drives has to be yellow.
Oh, yeah, because
No, not quite like Banana Man. It's just he likes the blue and yellow cars. I think he told me why. It was something. I think it was delivery from an older race car that he loved a lot. So he has the blue wheels actually to go with the yellow race car. He actually had a yellow Porsche at one point.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. So about that car, it looks familiar. It's like the opposite. It's the opposite. This car is an opposite. The blue was the top and the yellow.
Yep. All right, there goes the leaders out through turn one as they use up all the curb going through there, and Jesse got a great run. Is now going too wide and diving in deep out there in front of Michael Cochran, who is in the Audi for this week, as they switch back and forth and go into the long straight. And this is where Jesse will probably try to sniff a draft through here and poke in on the inside, unless Michael is going to defend and see how it's going to go. So three guys just came through, Leland, Eric, and Bob, all close together with 141s, low 141s for them. So there is Michael defending the corner, but actually gets a slower exit, which allows Jesse to get a better run with a proper line going through there, but still decides not to push the issue too hard, as we're still only 8 laps to go through the race here. So this is a great view of what Jesse's looking at. Is these two are up front, he's got the best show in the house between first and second place, duking it out, trying to figure out, maybe he's just sitting behind, giving some pressure. So here's another 4-way battle coming through here between Banana Man and he is going through, and it looks like Dean Dibdahl is trying to get past some lap traffic as well. What you got, Lex?
So, 2 laps ago, halfway.
2 laps to go, halfway. All right, taking it too wide all the way through. Michael has to go to the outside, probably take a 1X incident point as Bradley Alvis coming through, followed by Chris Wells. So we got some intermixed traffic here with some lot of cars. So I know that Bradley is trying to make his way back up, but there's a lot of people who have not yet. So he's just playing that strategy out early and trying to get out as much as he can. But unfortunately, did come out in a bunch of traffic, which he would like to get by, because I know that he was running some low 140s and high 139s.
So, speaking of him,
Oh, Chris Wells goes off. Sorry.
it's okay, it's okay. It's what commentators do, but instead I raise my hand.
They can't see you raise your hand.
Yeah, that's okay. I rather than not see.
Okay.
And so about the pit there. Speaking of the pit, how about you get out that pit thing?
The pit thingy thing?
I have a winner.
You do?
Yep. So,
Not yet.
well, I have a name.
You have a name?
Yeah, I made it up.
All right, so there is our pit stop strategy stint length graph, where you could see Bradley came in after 8 laps and Dean came after 11 laps, but everyone else is still out there of trying to get the shortest pit stop later. Obviously, the longer you go, the less you have to fuel, so the less time that you're in the pits. All right, so there's Eric still giving chase now as Bob got past him to get back into 8th place. As Wheeler's still up front, kind of racing all by himself over there. Josh Wheeler, 138.7, his fastest lap of the race. So he's putting the pressure on as he put a 2-second gap on Jesse and Michael as they were fighting for 2nd place to get through. Andrew Gatorek is now up 3 places where he started, back in 5th, so he's making up a lot of good time.
Can we go back to Eric real quick? I want to say something.
Eric? That Eric?
Okay, yeah, I found it's not broken. It's just hidden.
Yes, it's the beer coming out of the glass.
Yeah, and that's his beard, which you get from the beard.
Yep, so here guys, a lot of guys coming in now, starting to get their pit stops a little early on lap 14, so maybe they have a little bit different fuel strategy going in as Eric and Nicholas. And I thought I saw somebody else go in there as well. Tom Jessen also went in.
This, I have to say, but a little weird thing. This is awkward.
What's awkward?
But I love it. Totally not awkward. We have about 20 laps to go.
Yeah, that is a little awkward considering that we only have 6 laps.
Wait, how is it 1 lap already? Anyway, can I go down the leaderboard again?
How about you give out points first?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. 1,010,000.
Whoa! Holy Michael Schumacher! There is Chris Wells off into the grass again. Oh, he's a German guy. We're at a German track.
Yeah, well, he speaks German. Also,
He speaks a lot of languages, but yes. Yep.
Okay, you know what?
Yep, that is true. Yep, so there's Zane Plumley putting in a 140.1, his fastest lap of the race, even though he's a lap or 2 down, unfortunately, because of the first lap incident, but definitely has some speed, but just making the best of it, trying to collect some points as much as he can. All right, where's Bradley? Bradley is putting... Oh, no! Man, Sebastian Vettel, what happened over there? He's another German racer. We're in Germany. Looks like Bjorn went around again, unfortunately.
I thought you said we were in Hawksburg.
No, we're not. We're not.
I'm sorry,
In a tree
I
with
was
birds.
trying to say it. What is
Yeah, Hockenheim.
okay, let's try it again. I thought we were in Hockenheim. Yes!
Yes. Finally, there you go. 5 laps to go, and she got it. All right,
There
Eric.
you go.
coming out of the pits, putting down a lap, so he's finally getting back up to speed as he comes back out in 10th place. And Bob Lucher coming out, and so is Banana Man coming out of the pits as well. So here goes, whoa, the car's getting a little crazy as he brakes really hard, decides not to go on the inside of Dean, with Bradley there as he's looking to try to move forward just a little bit. He does want that 6th spot. But who has pitted and who has not pitted is kind of the question.
I bet Jesse has not. Wait, what is going on? What is going on?
So I put up there so you can see how many people. So there you go. There's okay. The leaders are now going into pit lane, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and 4th. So those guys are now. Everyone should have at least one pit stop going through. Well, Bradley takes it out wide, almost loses the back end, but keeps it going as he gives a chase to Dean. And Dean, in that R8 is just killing it this week. He throws that car around like it's his own go-kart.
Josh Wheeler just went into 1 stop. And anyway, Craig Klein, it says if he's out and it says he took 2 stops.
Yep, unfortunately, Craig had some internet issues with his modem or something, wasn't able to get the information to iRacing quick enough.
Very excited. Now, let's see cartridge or iRacing.
Oh, you've now .com this?
It's just right there.
Oh, but you didn't .com your Lexi Car Dress Up Award .com? Did you have an internet site?
Oh yeah, I have an internet site.
No, not yet.
Dad, you bird.
What? I did it quietly, but thanks for calling me out.
Well, you called it out to me.
I know. The problem is I don't have any whiskey or anything to drink tonight, so that's why I guess I'm kind of boring and burpy.
Sorry.
Yep. I wonder how many people burp while they're actually racing in a Martin Club race. Maybe you guys can leave a comment below and let me know if you actually burped during the race.
Yeah, if you burped in your headset, it would just think you.
Oh.
I just thought of that. It's
I know. Oh, wait. Sorry, back to the racing. Josh Wheeler takes it out wide over the bumps as Jesse Olsen takes over 1st place, having a great pit stop going through, and now is taking over the lead. So this is kind of what we're used to seeing with Jesse right out front and Josh giving him chase. And Michael Cochran unfortunately fell 6 places during his pit stop. He forgot to uncheck the change tires box, from what I understand, and he had to sit in pit lane for another 30-40 seconds to grab the tires, which he dropped a few places there, unfortunately.
So this is a great race. Lots of people have moved up, and Craig Klein is 15 laps from.
Yes, he is. As we're riding on the nose of Josh Wheeler. Great on the brakes, closing up there as they come through this section. Here, Bob Blucher and Kevin Medina going at it in the 140s, with Bob having a little bit of a nod as Eric is right out front, 4 seconds. Wow. And there goes Josh way out wide, so hopefully he's not going to get any incident point problems as he's using all the track everywhere that he possibly can to try to keep up with Jesse.
Is that fries?
No. Where? Oh, it's oil, car oil.
Oh, come.
No, I'm serious. Just don't drink it.
Why would we drink it or eat it? It couldn't even fit on pancakes.
Yeah.
Oh!
All right, so we are going to, we're going to jump into Dean's car.
Since we are closing up soon, I would like to say that how about if we jump into someone's car?
Yep, we are going to jump in someone's car. So we are in Dean's car. Listen to that magnificent V10 engine for a lap as we go into turn 1. We're using up all the curb into a short area. So there comes Zane Plumley, nicely slowing down. So Dean can get through without problems as Zane is a lap back still. So back onto the stage. So you want to get a great launch through here as you go up through the gears. as fast as you can, and kind of a straightaway, but not. And this gives you a chance, if you want a chance in the track, you can actually relax a little bit, check your gauges, your telemetry, your relative and stuff, and see where everyone's at. So this is the tightest corner here, which is the hairpin, 180 degrees through there, which is just brutal. There are 9 ways to go through it, and they're all just horrible, as everyone is finding out this way. So into this section here, which is the Mercedes Stadium section, full speed through there on the brakes, almost at a little bit of an angle as you cut through another left-handed tight corner. And the back end, you can see the road gives away. It's in the back end, it's just sliding all over the place, and you're looking for grip. And they put all those red areas, which some people call them sausages, on the outside of the rumble strips. Some call them sleeping policemen when you need to slow down. They are just everywhere, and if you get caught up on one of those, they do get your car upset out of balance. So there's Dean just squirting out of the corner with that Audi rear engine, getting all the power down to the ground. As the last couple seconds, you dip down through there, coming up and back down again. A lot of patience and back on the gas right here as hard as you can, all the way out to the outside. And there is one lap of Hockenheim.
Hockey.
Yes, hockey.
Hockenheim. I hope you did not hear that.
No. All right, so back with the leaders as we are not quite at the white flag lap. So let's check in on some other guys. We have Tom through here giving chase to Chris Wells. Both in BMWs, both in almost very similar equipment. So the only thing that's really different between them would be whatever equipment they're using to drive with, but mainly whatever they're doing for their setup. Whoa, Tom getting it loose on the back end, trying to get that car turned around the corner as he's still giving the chase onto Chris, who actually was able to get number 13 for this week, which is his actual racing number in real life.
So I just figured out like a substitute for Boblicha if he's going. I was thinking it could be Crispy Wells.
Could be. But Bob is here.
Boblicha, we're so happy to be here. Boblicha.
So real quick, so as we're going through the accents, just remind you that we are in Germany. Yep, we are in Germany this week, and we're also going to do back-to-back Germanys as we are going to the Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit next week, which is also a new race for us as well. So we're 2 weeks back-to-back in Germany, which is great because that way we can give the truck driver a rest. And there's a lot of great food in Germany as well, and a lot of great beer, right, Eric?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So this is probably one of the closest to Josh Wheeler. So we are on the last lap here, and Josh is within a second of Jesse, and I'm sure he is trying everything he can to try to close up that gap and probably get past him as we get through the tighter sections where the Mercedes is going to show where he just closed up 0.2 seconds on the brakes. Overcooks it just a little bit, but uses the back end to rotate it, but loses some time in that little bit of a slide as he goes way wide to the outside to try to get that car straight as possible to get the power down. But Jesse is just on rails, as he normally is when he does get out front. He's got that focus and just keeps everything in front of him and neat and clean. So coming through the stadium section here in the last part, hopefully we'll not have a, whoa, Josh going through there, just a little dive in early. We got a little squirrely trying to get power down, send him a little bit wide. So last corner right through here as Jesse Olsen crosses the line as winner of week number 4 with Josh Wheeler, 1.2 seconds back.
And she is starting the donut.
Oh my goodness, he's going to drive up to Tennessee and slap you silly, and I'll be okay with that if you call him shoot one more time. All right.
Why would you be okay with that?
Because it's just not right. So there's Justin Hall, in one-armed bandit coming in. Third place to round out the podium. Guys are just crossing the line way too fast. Bradley, so everyone's actually a tight race as coming through the line here as the 4 guys came through within a second of each other. Leland is the next guy coming through. So you can find him. There we go. Who just got a setup for this car probably about 2 minutes before qualifying. So he goes through in 9th place. Eric in 10th, who is our biggest mover for the week. So congratulations to him on some bonus points. There's Bob Blucher across the line, followed by Kevin Medina in 12th. I think that actually is his best finish that we have had, at least had in the Martin Sports Car Club race. Nicholas Vincent just crosses the line. And last one through is Banana Man on the lead lap. So there is our race.
Hockenheim.
At Hockenheim, yes. So congratulations to Jesse, Josh, and Justin, all the J's. So it's a J podium for everybody. Well, hard-fought battles all over the place. So first time here, and I think we'll be returning to Hockenheim because there's a lot of great racing.
Now, since everyone has gone through the finish line, who would like to hear my Lexi Car Dress Award this year? I probably gave away the hint, but I did not make it up. The name. The winner is the Lexi Car Dress Up Award is One-Armed Bandit.
Oh, nice. Justin Hall, congratulations. We'll get your photo with Lexi and the trophy and put you on social media. All right, so thank you very much who have joined us for this week. Hope we get you again next week as we stay in another German pretzel track and in 1 week's time.
German pretzel?
Sure, let's go with that.
Sure, okay.
All right, well, say goodbye.
Bye-bye. But
All right, see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.